They told this 13-year-old that another 13-year-old was touching his 13-year-old girlfriend's 13-year-old titties.
He probably wasn't even
What?
doing that. Welcome back, guys. This is episode 2 of Lumberjack Cowboys. As always, I'm Jose.
I'm Monty.
So we've had a little bit of technical difficulties to start off this episode. What was supposed to be a beginning taste test, I want to say it's probably going to be our 5th one. So
Yeah.
So this episode isn't gonna start off from sober to drunk. We're starting off buzzed, and then we'll see how we finish off. Behind the camera today we have a producer.
Hello, producer here.
And
I'll
he
be
will
here.
be taste testing the Jack Daniel's Southern Peach that we had last week.
Yes, just to catch him up.
And also for reference, I've tried this about 3 or 4 times beforehand,
As well.
and it's not a bad drink. But man, I gotta get home eventually. So
We're getting you an Uber. Don't worry
eventually,
Yeah.
but no.
We got Ubers lined up down the
about
street.
Yeah. This barefoot drink really good. I could taste it again. I don't.
I mean,
Yeah, I might.
we're gonna be drinking it throughout the
Yeah,
episode anyways.
so but really good. Really sweet. I don't know if this is something you drink at a steakhouse because I don't drink wines at steakhouses. We went to one recently. I don't know what if was it sweet, the one that they gave you?
No. The one we had was red. It was actually white wine or something of sort. From what I can remember, Moscato's something that's usually sweeter.
So is all red wine not sweet?
Most
No.
red wines aren't sweet.
Yeah.
They're really,
Okay.
They're really pungent, really sour.
Okay. All right. So if we get into our topics, right?
If we're able to, hopefully.
No, we should be able to.
Stay on
Look,
track.
we're still good.
We're still
Producer says we're good.
We're good.
If not, he's getting fired.
Again.
All right. So last episode we ended up talking about kid activities, right? So I was at a party, right, and with a family around, and I told my brother about what we were talking about, and he was like, "How come we didn't talk about the time?" He was like, "Oh, like." He was like, "Oh, dude, we've done a lot of dumb stuff." The thing is, I don't remember this, but when he said this, I was like, "What?" I kind of do remember, but I don't remember how.
The memories came
How it ended,
came pouring
yes,
back.
Y'all remember the rat traps, right? The rectangle ones where like you put on the ground, and if a rat runs over it, he gets stuck on it.
The glue ones.
Yeah, the glue
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Those are supposed to be easier to set up, but whenever you see a little rat or a little mouse get
You
stuck
feel
in
bad
it, you
for it,
feel
yeah.
bad
They're
for
not
them.
dead.
Yeah.
They're just standing there.
yeah, they're just there. I mean, I guess they starve to death after.
You see them,
like
you see
a
'em
month.
pushing for life, trying to get out. They're
Man.
twitching like every
Okay, well,
now and then, trying to get
well,
out.
this rat trap, my brother slapped it onto my face. Like I had it on my face like this, a rat trap. I don't remember how we got it off. I do remember a rat trap being on my face. I don't remember how we got it off.
Repressed trauma right there.
Yeah. So also last week, all you talked about was getting in trouble with your brother by hitting a soccer ball into a door.
Yeah.
I feel like we had a very different childhoods. Well, I mean, I
Go
guess
on.
I guess mine were a little bit more intense, right?
No, I definitely never set his hair on fire. I never tried to stick a rat trap to his face.
Never fought each other with razor blades.
You you've never almost killed your brother either, right?
I'm thankful to say no, I haven't.
Oh,
Hey, I'm still alive, all right? I'm still alive.
that's the best part. I don't have any brothers at home, but I had 3 older cousins. We got into a lot of
They
shit.
try to kill you or what?
We tried. Well, I mean, not on purpose, you know. You're a kid. You're just doing what you're doing.
It was just outcomes of the situation.
'Cause
Yeah.
I used to live in a house and it had a hill on it, and we would roll down the hill on our bikes, or like, you guys remember those Flintstone cars for kids, the red and yellow ones?
Yeah.
I used to have one, and me and my cousin would fit in there, and then my cousin on top, he'd jump on top, like he'd push us down, and he'd jump. We'd go so fast, like you couldn't stop unless you put your feet down, but no one wants to do that. So
That's dangerous as fuck.
yeah, no shit. But there was no way to stop. So the only thing that would stop us would be like the gravel at the very end, and
Right.
sometimes you'd veer off left or right. And I lived like in the woods per
The
se.
tires wouldn't get stuck?
No,
Like when
those-
you hit the gravel?
pristine. That thing moved like a well-oiled machine. NASCAR, like speeds.
Okay. All right,
It
well.
was like perfectly balanced. There was like center mass on the inside.
Yeah, because it was
And-
it was
and
two
they
of
were, like,
us.
way
It
on
wasn't the
top.
tall one. It was the tall ones, right? They're like narrow but tall.
It was like the chunkier one, but we were I don't know.
Oh,
We made it
okay.
work. It was 2 of us inside, then one person on top. So there was counterbalances. But every now and then he'd jump off and it'd veer, and there'd be trees. Nothing to stop us.
Speaking of trees, another topic I have on here. Would you say you're an outdoorsy person?
Yeah.
Like as a kid, did you go? I feel like into the woods and just like go exploring and stuff.
Yeah, I used to go behind the woods behind my house all the time. I'd go, sometimes go to ride horses. Sometimes I just
But by yourself or like?
yeah, try to walk in.
Oh.
I was but when you like I was an only child for 7 years.
Okay.
So
That's crazy.
yeah,
Okay.
so for a little bit I had some time to do some solo adventuring.
All right, so at where I live, I have 2 neighbors that are the same age as me. So we would always get into dumb shit all the fucking time. You know the woods right by my house? Like, you know how
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
woods? So, one of my neighbors' backyard, if you go deep enough, the woods start right there. So we would always go in there, start exploring and stuff. Behind, like, if you go deep enough, there's a bayou crossing right there. And then one time, another one of my neighbors was like, "Hey, I have a bunch of pallets that I don't use. How about we just separate and see what we build in the back?" We built a tree house back there, right? The only thing is, like, it was fun, like building it and everything. I never got to get in it because I was always a bigger kid. We built it a little too narrow, so only my friends were able to get up there and hang out, and I'll just be at the bottom, like, "What's up, guys?" Like,
How's the view up there?
yeah, it must be nice, huh?
So what's it like?
I worked really hard in putting that stuff together. But no, yeah, we built a tree house. We would take 4-wheelers back there, always get stuck. We saw an alligator back there. I think to this day, they grow corn and onions back there. So,
Like
what do
people?
you? Someone that
yeah,
lives?
so my 2 neighbors that are my age,
Like they go off into the woods,
like it's their backyard.
public.
It's their backyard. It's their backyard. So the one where they have the tree house, he has a tree house. The other one has all the vegetables. He has the onions and the corn. The thing is that I think corn, I don't know, I mean not corn, onions, they grow easily and they spread quickly.
Yeah.
Recently, there's been onions growing in my backyard. So whenever you mow the lawn, you smell the
smell
onion. You
onions.
smell it, like
Yeah.
it's a strong smell. But I mean, I don't know.
What's it called whenever you like introduce something to an ecosystem and
An
like it
invasive
disrupts
species?
it?
No, that's not a. That's not
It's
invasive species is something else.
It's like that's put
Yeah,
like
yeah,
an
that's
animal.
for animals.
Yeah,
those are
for an
like.
animal,
Oh, but it's the
dogs.
same thing for plants.
Yeah, because
That's just the term invasive species.
There's some plants that kill off other plants by like growing larger roots around their roots, and they'll take their, source of.
Oh, okay,
water.
damn.
You guys introduced onions to like the Harris County area.
Yeah. So the thing is, like,
Is
it's
it
hard.
legal to have your own farm in your own backyard in
No,
Texas?
it's not illegal.
They got there by themselves. We
Because I
didn't
know
do
in
it.
some states it's illegal to produce any vegetables or stuff for yourself.
I mean, we used to have roosters, chickens in my backyard. So
Yeah, but do you claim on your taxes?
I was
So
I was too young. I was too young
They don't
for that.
exist. It doesn't matter.
But the thing is, I don't know how those onions got there because that's recently. When I knew they were growing the stuff back there, that was like 15 years ago. Yeah. No, less. Like 12 years ago. But that's still a long time ago.
Animals, bro.
I haven't hung out with them in a long time. Very
Right.
long time.
You don't know how sunflower seeds or dandelions how they get their seeds across?
Birds?
Like it falls off of the
It falls off,
birds
it'll
too. It
land
falls
in
off
your
the plant
pocket.
and then the
Oh,
wind
birds and the bees.
wind
that.
carries it.
We don't talk
Wait,
about
does
that
that-
stuff.
Is that how it goes? Like birds and the bees? Does it refer to plants or actual birds and bees?
I've never had that talk.
Okay. Do you know?
Is it birds and bees?
Well, isn't it birds and the bees?
But that's like we're not talking about cross pollination. We're talking about
But why
Yeah.
why does it say birds and bees if it's like
You're talking about like the talk that your parents give you, right?
yeah, because
I don't even think it's birds and bees.
then what is it?
is it not birds and the bees?
I thought it was birds and bees.
Birds bees like the chapstick or
No, that
no? That's
no,
something
no.
completely different.
I feel like it doesn't even go together. Birds and bees.
It doesn't. But the thing is, they do pollinate plants. If we're talking about
If you've seen
reproduction,
if you've seen
I'm hating.
enough Hollywood early 2000 movies, the birds and the bees was a phrase.
yeah,
what
I
they
know.
said. But I've
Well,
never.
I mean, my parents don't speak English, so they would never. I mean, I've never gotten to talk either.
I've never got that talk.
It don't matter. All right. So also, if we go, since if we're still on the kid activity stuff, when I was in elementary school, y'all had AR. Like,
it is birds and bees.
Yeah.
Bro, that's completely. I don't even remember that.
You were searching it up.
Yeah,
He had to get it out
that
of his
seems
head,
so
bro.
off to me. Birds and bees.
Yeah.
I recognize the bee part of it, but not
Not the
birds. No, I never got to talk either.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
We're doing well enough. We all haven't
went-
done anything
right.
stupid.
hey, so but just so you know, he didn't go to a regular high school.
What, you went to
He
an all boys
graduated
school?
like 4 years early.
Are you a genius?
Bitch, a year early.
You have like a 200 IQ or something?
No,
180 plus?
No,
150?
I went to a normal high school my freshman year,
Uh huh.
and then I switched to a high school what was considered my sophomore and junior year.
Okay.
But I graduated my junior year.
Oh, what?
All right.
Yeah.
So elementary school, regular elementary school, right?
Yeah, regular elementary,
Alright.
regular middle school, all the way up to freshman year.
Did y'all
Okay.
have this thing where y'all would read books and then take a test on it, like a quiz on it?
For like an individual class, or was it like something the whole school did?
The whole everybody did something. Everybody did.
That might sound familiar. I think I know what you're
Okay.
talking about.
Well, in my elementary school, I don't know if yours too. It was called AR. Like I don't know what it stands for, but it's AR, and the whenever you pass a test, it would give you a certain amount of points depending on the book. So I was in a regular class. It wasn't like gifted and talented journeys or encounters. Regular class, right?
ESL.
No, not ESL.
Oh, my bad.
Not ESL. Not ESL.
You weren't in ESO
I was
growing
not
up?
ESL.
I was
no.
in ESO like up to like.
But I learned English watching
Mm.
Clifford the Big Red Dog while my hair was getting lit on fire.
I learned English before I was in preschool.
So
I don't know if you
didn't.
got
Well, it's 'cause you were born up
or
north.
Head Start, whatever you guys call it down here.
Yeah.
Because some people.
No, I was in ESO like up until like
Okay.
first grade.
Well,
That was just pretty
look,
regular.
just to give you a reference, whenever we take math tests, I bet money that I'll be the first one to finish and get 100.
Nerd.
And whenever the other people lost the bet and didn't want to pay up, they'd tell the counselor that I was gambling and I was bullying them for money. The thing is, I never could. Like, y'all know how I am. I'm like, I don't do all that stuff, right? So when it came to AR, I was the like at the end of the year, they have an AR party.
Yeah.
You have to hit a certain amount of AR points to get to that
To
party.
get to said party, yeah.
So they would announce the kids from each class to go to the party, right? And so in third grade we'd have a flipping schedule. So one day we'd have one teacher, the next day another teacher. So the other class that would alternate with us was the encounters kids. So all of them went to the AR party. From my class, they didn't even want to announce it on the PA because I was the only one that was announced. And I'm just like, my friends are in my class. I don't have any other friends in other classes.
Right.
So I'm just looking around like, damn, I don't even want to go. Like, if I go out there, I'm just going to be by myself. Like,
You be the one
the
kid
water
in the
slide.
corner eating pizza.
yeah, eating pizza in the fucking moonwalk.
In the
The
moonwalk.
corner of the moonwalk.
It's your Capri Sun.
Yeah, dude, like, it was like, I mean, there was some people I knew out there, but they were like smart, even though at some point I got there too. But anyways, it's talking about like encounters and like gifted and talented kids, right? The first time I ever took the test to get into that class, I didn't make it because of one question. One question. It said, the question was, what do you want to be when you grow up?
What did you put?
What do you think I put?
Damn, I was gonna say, it was like, what if you put something like, oh, you're like, I don't have to live a stereotypical life. I want to be a
But I'm not.
I wanna
thinking
be a
like
Yeah,
that.
the next
streamer.
Ninja
Yeah,
Crisis
no,
on
that
like
wasn't a
Agent
thing.
2 or something.
Hey, but it's that one video is like, I'm not gonna live a stereotypical life and get a stereotypical job. I
Right,
want to
right,
be a
right.
streamer. And then on stream, he's cutting grass with a lawnmower.
Dude. I put that I wanted to be a lawnmower man.
I thought he was gonna say lumberjack. I was like, you
no,
mother.
no. Dude, I want to be not a landscaper, a lawnmower man.
He wants to transform into a lawnmower and still have someone mechanically push him across the lawn.
Dude, it's because the thing is like, how am I supposed to know? Like, I thought like people were chosen to do their jobs. You know, like, oh, I'll choose
Like
you.
the B movie?
Like the president. The president gets chosen to be president.
Like the B movie.
Like the B movie.
Like,
And
I
all
haven't
the
seen it in a
bees
long
are
time.
assigned the job.
Yeah, like how come
They'll
real life
just
can't
show
be
up to
like
the
that?
front desk. Yep, here's your job opening.
Dude,
There you go.
Right. Back then, it was different. All right. I thought landscapers, lawnmower men
Yeah,
and women.
I can see that though.
I think they were right not to put you in the GT classes.
But the-
like,
He's like,
okay,
he doesn't know what a
at that early.
landscaper
Alright,
is.
alright,
This
so-
guy.
So the second time around, I came to take the test to get in. So the first time was getting into third grade, and I didn't make it. And that's when I went to AR party by myself like a fucking loner, right?
Nerd.
The second time I took it was fourth grade going into fifth grade. I was able to. I had homeboy Beto.
Okay.
Pompis, you know Pompis, right? So he took the test right in front of me, and it was taken in sections like creativity, writing, and like math or some bullshit. We were on the drawing part, and they give you like 8 squares, and each square that it has an already started drawing, and you have to finish it and name it. So he was running through it, and he was already in those classes. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna fail this. I'm just gonna copy what he does. So I copied everything he did, and as I was copying, he would just be like, "What?" and he erased everything off of his. And I was like, "All right, I'm done. I'm done." I turned it in. 5th grade, I got in that shit like that. And this time I wanted to be a firefighter.
Something more attainable, something that's actually real.
Oh, a lawnmower man is like a lawnmower man, as in the person that pushes the push mower.
This
Or
isn't,
sits on
this
the
isn't
zero
Transformers, bro. You can't just be a lawnmower man.
Right. Yeah. Did y'all have any of those type of programs in your elementary?
Honestly, man, I can't really remember doing anything like that. I mean, we had like certain stuff, but those were like end of the year tests.
Well, like text test?
No. Like before Texas, like this is like early on, like where you had
toss.
It's like it's something with an S.
There's
I
no way
think.
you took a toss.
What?
Star?
No,
No,
Star came
no.
in after
This
tax.
is for like
Did
early
you go to a
grades.
private school?
No, I'm in Chinese D. This is like kinder up to like 2nd and 3rd
Hold
grade,
on.
like before there's tasks.
Hold on. Did someone come to your class and take you out of class? Just you?
Nah.
Hey,
Okay.
actually, that happened to me when I used to go to school in Virginia when I was in elementary.
You'd get taken out of class?
Okay, but look, it wasn't because I was a slow kid or had trouble learning or anything. I was born in Virginia, so I went to a predominantly white school. Like I'm talking about, like 98% was white. The other 2 was people of color, black people, whatever people say, and then Hispanic kids and Asian kids sprinkled in here and there.
Okay.
My class in 2nd grade specifically started off with one Hispanic kid, me. I wrote and spoke English just fine. I could speak Spanish at home, whatever. And someday, early on in the year, 3 brand new kids come into class. Just so happens that they're fresh across the border. They know 0 English. They were going to school in Mexico, but parents brought them over to better their lives. Anyway, they get put into my 2nd grade class.
Right.
And we have one specific like Spanish speaking counselor who I guess is in charge of the Spanish department for like older kids or people who need help.
Okay.
And saw those 3 in there, saw my name, recognized it because of my father, because he'd call the school up to pick us up early. Right. And they're like, oh, this kid's Hispanic. And put all 4 of us, even though I didn't need to, into little classes that should pull you out, and they teach you how to count little green bears, how to say words, how to learn English.
I mean, at least you know how to count now.
I was flying through the fucking classes. Dude. I made them look like they were special ed kids, not to be offensive or anything, but I looked like Albert Einstein to them. And they would just be like, how are you so good at English? It's like, I speak English. These kids don't. I don't understand. And it went on for like a good 4 months.
Dude, now that you say that, my 3rd grade year was fucking crazy. A real good friend of mine, you know him. I'm not gonna say his name though, 'cause it's fucking embarrassing.
Okay.
So he was a new student. He had just moved to this neighborhood. First day of school, right? He comes to school. They said again with the books. The teacher sends him to go get a book so he can start reading, get AR points, right? So we're in 3rd grade. He gets a 4th grade level book, right?
Oh, he's advanced.
Right. He sits next to me, right? He opens the book, looks at it, right? He says, I don't know how to read. 3rd grade, man. Dude. We're in 3rd grade. He got a 4th grade level book.
Bro, at that point, he didn't know. He just got a book. It just happened to be that much higher.
I guess you're right, because he couldn't read the labels.
Yeah, he just got a book
This is
and
a cool picture on the front. I'm going to take this one right here.
Dude, it was fucking crazy, man.
He said, I can't read.
Every time I see him, I see him this weekend. I'm gonna bring it up too. He's gonna be mad. He's gonna be real. You know who it is.
You learned reading what grade?
Pre-K, kindergarten,
Pre-K. I would to the reading. I was a little late. I think I was like 1st grade and stuff. Man, I remember. I want to say it's probably one of the things that I do remember about those early on years, that it was a whole class. and then we would start like with an adjective, right? So let's say nouns, and then so on and so on, piecing words together. As you started moving on up ahead, they started separating the kids. Okay, these kids could put a couple
Words together.
yeah, so move them over here, and then these are still don't know their vowels, right? Keep them over here. I remember it was like we had been like doing it for a couple months now. I remember I just started seeing like kids move, like it was starting to affect me to where I was in class like trying to learn, and then all of a sudden I would just remember I would see someone get up because they got moved, and then
Damn.
the next class I remember, and then it happened again.
Did they ever move you?
Yeah, eventually, obviously. I mean, I learned how to read and everything, but it started affecting me to where like what if I never learn? What if I get left behind? And I feel like that probably put more pressure on me. Like keep in mind a little
like, I don't want
kindergartner,
them to
little
move me.
little
a little kid in
kindergartner,
kindergarten, first grade, and they're worried about being left behind.
The dude's not even. He's stressing about AEIOU, not even like taxes or anything. Like imagine that kind of pressure though.
Dude, you want to know something crazy? Again, third grade, dude. I don't know. I might live in the ghetto, but
No, yeah, no, we used to live.
Third grade was like the year like you came to like a
Dude.
realization that you're alive. That you
no. I realized I was alive. Like
gained consciousness like early first,
Yeah,
or
it
like
was early, it was
preschool.
early.
You guys,
Honestly,
you guys remember like the exact moment when it happened?
Yeah, I do.
yeah, I think I do.
I don't.
I do.
It's like a core memory.
Dude, I remember because I was in a like a laundry basket. It was a yellow like transparent laundry basket. When I lived in the apartments, I was just I don't know what the fuck I was doing. I was in that hole. Right? No, okay, yeah, third grade. This is the craziest thing that ever happened in third grade. So you know when you go to school, right? The beginning of the day, before the teacher even gets there, they sit you in the hallway where in front of the classroom, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's what they did to us. I had one white girl and then one half white, half Hispanic white boy, right? They were arguing with each other. They're like, "My dad's cooler than yours. My dad's stronger.
My dad's whiter.
Yeah, I think both their dads were white, but they got into such a heated argument. There, one was said, "My dad could stab your dad. My dad could beat your dad up. My dad could shoot your dad." Right, and then but it was just like I wouldn't say it was just an argument. Like it was nothing.
Kids were putting their dad in beef and they didn't even know about it.
Yeah, like it was nothing to like go home and cry about, right?
Right.
But the white girl, she told the counselor, and the counselor saw that as a threat, like, oh, he is gonna come and shoot him, or something, right? So they called the cops, this and that, and we were in class. They called the mixed white boy out, and they closed the door, right? So then, keep in mind the cops are already there.
They
so
told him, "Go ahead and turn off your laptop for me."
no, we didn't have laptops.
Oh,
Third
but
grade.
you
Go
the
ahead and
same
turn in your
one,
AR
like,
book for me.
Whenever,
What
whenever.
is it? 08. I think it was like
You know how in the
07,
classes,
07, 08.
but whenever
yeah,
you're
when-
like on cool math games, whenever you're supposed to be studying,
Yeah, with the big old
Bro,
Dell.
nah,
Go,
we
go.
didn't have laptops. We had them big
I
ass
know,
fucking-
but it's a saying.
Nah,
Go ahead and
In
shut off.
2008,
for me.
Obama gave out.
Go ahead and put that rant
Go
on
ahead and
somebody.
shut down for me.
Okay, so we heard a knock on the door. The teacher opened it. All you hear is, "I'm sorry, Miss Reed. I'm going to jail." I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, this is the thing. That kid was like one of the best friends I had in third grade. So he always sat next to me, and that white girl sat behind me, and that girl was just like, what? Like, huh? And I was just, "I'm sorry." I'm like, oh my God, he's going to jail.
He said free hit till it's backwards.
Hey, for real. Hey, I'm like, no. I'm like, oh my God, but no. They ended up, I guess they just wanted to scare him.
Scared straight.
Yeah, they
And
just wanted to scare him. So once he said that, like, cried to the teacher, like the cop, like he uncuffed them and they let him back into the classroom.
They
I'm like,
actually had him
You know
cuffed.
how
Yes, they had him
embarrassing that
cuffed.
is?
Cuffed,
Bro,
cuffed,
that's
cuffed.
gonna
That
cause some
wouldn't pass today.
psychological.
That would not pass
That
today.
No,
would not
it would
pass
not.
today.
You'd get money off of that.
Hell yeah.
Damn.
Hey, he should probably sue.
The trauma caused. He's probably afraid of cops.
Look, I'll
now.
tell you who it is.
Bro, I
after.
bet
I'll
you.
tell
I
who it
bet
is.
you right now he's like the straightest person you're ever.
He's in the military.
They scared him straight. They broke him.
Yeah,
They broke him. They
Early on, they said that's where I
They
got
made
it
him
from.
He said, I'm never doing anything wrong.
They made him another statistic, bro, for the U.S. Army.
They said this shit works. All right, look. So I have my last kid activity for this episode, right? The thing about me, as a kid, I was doing dumb stuff. So, I was always like, I don't want to be. If I'm ever in a high-speed chase, like someone's chasing me and I'm running. Keep in mind, I was like 8, 9.
Oh, you thought you were fast.
Dude, I was, right? So, I was like, I need to learn how to do cool landings. Like, I need to learn how to land.
Superhero landing.
Dude,
Parkour?
I got on top of the roof of my house. And I was like,
Bro, I used to do the exact same shit.
I was like, look, this is not that high up. I need to learn how to land this just in case someone's chasing me. If I need to jump off of something, I know how to land. So I jumped off. I landed. My knee hit my head. I knocked out. I woke back up. I was like, ah. I was like, all right, I need to redo that and make sure I don't hit my head. So I need to learn how to do it. Like 3 more times, I landed on my side, landed a flip, somersault, but I got that shit down. The thing is,
yeah, I busted my ass. I don't know, but give myself a concussion. Like, no, I didn't learn my lesson. I gotta perfect
hey,
it.
it's trial and error. You gotta do something until it works. Hey, I persevere. All right. If at first you don't succeed, keep trying.
Like, you know how bad that could have ended, though.
I don't care. I learned how to land.
Can you do that now?
I have weak ankles, you know that. if I have my ankle braces, I can land it.
Hey, now imagine if he wasn't jumping off the roof all those years ago. Maybe his ankles be better.
My ankles didn't go bad until junior year in high school.
We don't know. They could have been better even through high school.
They could have started going back since back then because of that.
That's what I'm saying.
No, I'm not gonna lie, man. I do feel like I myself have kind of like weak knees. Like whenever I'm squatting, like in the gym, or I do like actual like quad exercises. And when I go down, and I go back up. My knees themselves don't hurt, but you hear the like where they like.
They just popping. You just take vitamins, bro. That's all you need.
No, it's just been happening since I was like in 3rd grade.
Yeah, stop eating pizza. Take vitamins.
Mitch, pizza?
Nah. Speaking of like weak ankles, right? My next topic on here. I don't know how the fuck we were able to get there. Football injuries.
Oh,
well, you did. Were you in team sports?
Did they have sports in your high school?
Yeah,
they did.
No, just the freshman one.
Just fresh. Oh, but the other one
Not
didn't.
the
The sophomore and the junior one. The bro, the whole like all grades included. There's probably like 120 kids there.
Oh wow.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a very small school.
Yeah, it is small.
Dude, that's
Yeah, no,
when I
that's
was in
Holt like.
when
no,
I
no
went
team
to
sports, none of that.
when I was a freshman at A&M, they'd make you introduce yourself, and there was people that were like, oh yeah, I'm from this place, and I graduated I graduated number 8 in my class, and they'd be like, out of how many? 9.
What the?
Girl, you were in second to last. Fuck you mean?
So dude, that stuff was crazy. But no, football injuries. Me, I don't know. You probably don't have many. And my first football injury happened in 8th grade. We played North Shore Middle. We beat them.
Yeah.
That was the only game we won
Ever in middle school.
We beat them.
What happened?
I don't know why I was playing both sides of the fucking ball, right?
Couldn't be me. Never learned how to play
They had me
defense.
on defense as not a nose tackle. What's
A D tackle.
yeah, just a regular defensive tackle. I got through the line. I was about to tackle the quarterback, but keep in mind, I was like 5'6", 5'7". This quarterback was like 6'1". So I was running at him. I tried to put my hands on him. My hand got stuck in his helmet, and it just hyperextended backwards.
I remember.
Dude, I
that.
started crying.
I remember. I remember.
Like, and I started crying more when the game ended and we won. I was like, God damn it, I wasn't part of the fucking victory. Dude. No, I didn't really start having injuries until later on in high school. My first injury was I dislocated my pinky. Were you there when that happened?
Whenever Coach Garza was like, "Yeah, go ahead and punch a brick wall now."
Oh
whatever.
yeah, so I dislocated this pinky, this one. It was at a right 90-degree angle like this. We were running drills. It was just practice.
This is mid-practice.
I was hitting a practice bag, and
Which
my
makes
pinky
it sad.
just snapped that way. I didn't notice it until the guy holding the bag told me. He was like, "Oh my God!" I was like, "What?" He's like, "Look at your finger." I was like, "Oh man." I was like, "It doesn't hurt or anything." And the coach was like, "Just pop it back into place." I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
As soon as I grabbed it, it started hurting.
Oh.
I was like, I don't know.
He said, "Yeah, no, I got this. It don't fucking hurt."
Nah, he was like, I was like, I don't know if I could do it. He said, just grab it, and whenever it feels right, pop it back in place. I was like, okay. I did it. I put it to where I thought it was in place. He was like, is it good? I was
You're
like, I
"Nah,
don't think
it's still,
so.
it's still a little tilted.
I was like, I don't think so. And he was like, let me see. And he just started moving it around. I was like, god damn it. He was like, all right, now go run over there and punch that brick wall. I was like, what? He's like, no, I'm just kidding. Just get back in line. I was like, okay. But no, yeah. After that, it went to shit from there. My ankles. Well, that was basically it. Just my ankles and cramps. You know how last week we were talking about cramps?
Bro, he swears he's like, yeah, man, I would have gotten pro, but
No,
I was never
my
the same.
I never said that. No, look. I'm a team player. Would you say I'm a team player?
Yeah, you're a team player.
He's a team player.
Look,
My man is a team player for sure.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's
he's talking about something completely different.
Yeah, my man's a team player.
He is. Okay, look. So I would give my all in the football games, like to the extent. As soon as the game ended, we got back to the locker room. I couldn't stand up anymore. I couldn't walk. I just laid down and just start yelling because of how much the cramps hurt. So like there'd be people recording after the game, like, yeah, we won, and I hear in the background, ah!
He'd be in the fetal position. Just crying.
Like they'd be like, don't mind Monty in the back.
Don't mind monsters in the
Dude,
back.
it sounded like someone was dying. Yeah, that's what it sounded like. But after like 30 minutes of me just laying down, I could finally like start crawling and stuff. But that stuff was crazy.
Never me, I tell you that.
The thing is, I didn't have a backup. I think was I the only one that didn't have a backup?
At one point, yeah.
Dude, I'd be like, hey coach, can you put someone else in, please?
Bro,
Like,
it ain't never that
They were
serious, man.
like, nah, we don't got no one else.
my so for a good amount of time he was the guy next to me. So I was the left tackle, he would be the left guard. But once they switched him out.
Oh, he was the one telling you which way.
Yes,
which
he was
was
the-
right
yeah,
and
yeah,
left.
yeah.
That was me.
So
You never thought nothing suspicious of it? Like, why the fuck is he asking me every single play?
You never thought why I kept asking you which way the plays are going?
I thought you were just double checking most of the time.
No,
you know,
I didn't know my left from right. That's what was it. We would have play calls like Fruit Loops, and like Frosted Flakes and shit. But
it'd be like trick plays, something that the other team would hear, and they'd be like, oh, they don't know what we're doing.
yeah,
But he wouldn't know which one would be which. Luckily, I was the one coming up with the names, so I remembered.
yeah. So he was like,
Like, we're
like
going that way,
We're going
bro.
that way. Nah, the fuck was I talking about? I just forgot. So he stopped playing after like sophomore year. So they got this
I
other
stopped
guy in.
playing senior year.
He was decent, right? But there was this like it happened. It didn't happen just once. So I was blocking my guy. I drove him 5 yards back, and this fucking guy tried to do a cut block where like you dive at the guy's like shin, quad or shin, quad,
Basically,
like right above the knee.
He was just cutting someone's legs who was engaged with another said defender or
Yeah.
offensive.
First of all,
person.
that's illegal.
illegal as fuck.
Whoa, hold on. Nowadays, cut blocks are illegal in high school games. Back then, if someone's blocking up top, another guy can't come and cut him.
Yeah.
Unless
But the thing is,
No, just thinking about it, they're like pretty vulnerable. So.
yes,
Yeah.
the thing is, this motherfucker missed that guy and hit me. He hit me, took my leg out, and I was done for the rest of the game. Like, I tried to get back up, and I was limping. Like, first of all, that play, we got like 40, 50 yards. I try to get up, try to get to the line, and like everybody's already set up. I'm still trying to run, like,
Still trying to make your way down.
dude, yes. And like, I tried to block my guy the next play. I fucking fell backwards. I couldn't stand up anymore. I could not stand up anymore. The coach was like, all right, you're done. You're done. Go on the sideline. Take your shoulder pads off. I didn't take my shoulder pads off. I was like, coach, I'm good to go. Like, put me back in. I went back in. Same shit happens. Boop. He cut blocks
Again?
me. He cut blocks me. Done. The next morning, my whole leg's all purple and stuff, dude. They're like, the trainer was like, just take your shoulder pads off already. You're done. I was like, God damn it. That game, I don't think we won.
Damn it.
What was
That's
that
like an
like? That was like what-
execution. Twice.
Yeah,
Twice.
twice.
He was, oh, you want some more?
Twice.
Boom.
Dude, that's not even it. What else happened to me? I once got headbutt in the middle of a game. No, I didn't get headbutt.
The quarterback got headbutted.
Yeah, because he was trying to cover for me.
Yeah, he was trying to cover for you.
So we're playing Galveston ball. You know Mike Evans? He plays for Tampa Bay Bucks.
Nah, man.
Well,
he
went to
won
that
a
high school.
Super Bowl.
Yeah, he won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady. Who we got?
It's a little dog.
Yeah, little dog.
So yeah, he played for that high school. So uh, in this particular, like right before all that stuff happened, I was blocking this guy because first of all he was destroying our offensive line. So I made the audible. I was like, you know what, guys, just we're doing outside zone. Just do it like a fucking zone sweep. And I'll just cut. I'll run all the way across and block it myself. Y'all just keep going. So I did that. I was able to get him. I had him blocked with one hand, and I was like, you know what? I'm fucking cutting your bitch ass. I cut him, and then I rolled so he wouldn't get back up. And he got mad at that. So he got up and kicked me in the head. And then the quarterback came up, and he was like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? And the fucking guy grabs his helmet, just boom.
But said guy was like 6'4", division.
No, yeah, he was like
6'4", 300 pound, Division 2. Maybe one.
Maybe
Is that the guy
D1.
you named?
No. Oh my.
And the QB no taller than like 5'8", 5'9". So you can imagine the height difference.
So
And-
no, he headbutt him and he went full acting mode. Our quarterback went full acting. He started
like full soccer drama on the field.
acting like he's about to throw up. They ejected that guy, and we almost won that game, but we lost by like a touchdown.
It's still lost.
The score was like 50-something to 40-something. So
So pretty sure that being like a school game, the guy going back to school, he got suspended for a couple of days or something.
nah, they don't do that. They probably
For
just
real?
ran his ass at practice.
Yeah, you got in
That's
trouble.
what they don't do.
Whenever,
that.
whenever I was on the team freshman year for soccer. They like any little sign that there's like a fight or something, or you call out the ref on something. It's nothing like club, like where people like pay to play.
Yeah.
There's actual leagues. There's actually stuff where you can win. Because soccer, it's not one of those sports that catches your eyes like football or baseball in school. There's not really a lot of scouts, especially here like in Houston. If anything, all those people are there over there looking like in Katy.
Yeah.
And like in the Woodlands, like the actual like the
a bigger school.
yeah,
that
the
can
schools that
provide.
have like 10, 15, 20 million dollar stadiums and such,
The biggest high school football stadium is actually in Katy.
Yeah.
Which one?
Is it Cinco Ranch or is it
No, isn't it?
I don't remember the name, but it was like 72 point something $million.
is it
to build.
is it a
biggest-
Jesuit Straight?
No, that's a private school. That
Okay.
is it? That's a private school,
I
right?
think that's a private
Okay,
school.
Well, why
no.
wouldn't exactly? Why wouldn't
Also,
that be
the
the
biggest
stadium?
school is in Texas. The biggest high school is in Texas. They have like Chick-fil-A, Subway in that bitch.
Jesus Christ.
Starbucks.
North Shore?
No.
We had a Chick-fil-A at our school. Not like a whole restaurant, but like there were like people would come from people it'd be like a club, like the say like a teacher in charge of the club using money from previous stuff. They would go buy set amount of Chick-fil-A sandwiches and like potato chips, and then they would sell them at school.
Okay.
Always to like keep raising more money and
Okay,
such for whatever club there was. Did you guys leave high school to go get food?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the time.
And then not come back sometimes? Yeah.
No, I'd
Well,
go
no,
back.
I didn't start doing that. Till
That's
my
main of
senior
the
year.
that's
I didn't
that's
do
one
that-
of the main reasons why I didn't end up going back to that school freshman year.
But I didn't do that till my senior year.
yeah.
senior
Oh
year,
no,
it-
no.
you
I
know.
was slacking off from the start.
My senior year, we had 8 periods in total. First 2 periods I had off. 5th and 6th I had off, and 8th I had off. So I only had to be in school for like a total of like 2 hours.
Our classes were at 45 minutes apiece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
I'd come back from a 30-minute lunch like 15, 20 minutes late, and it was always somehow my bad days, because keep in mind we're not like wasting time or nothing, like bell rings, we all know what car to meet at. We as soon as we started up, we're like, okay, where do you want to go? We were here yesterday, we figured it out within a couple minutes.
Right.
Somehow the days that I got to school late were always in that one teacher's class, and it just happened to be the only AP class that I had.
damn.
She was by the end of the year, she was just done with my shit.
Now going back to people I've played against in football, right? I feel like I've had it bad, very bad. So I don't know if you know this, but I'm in an NFL recruiting video. Like they drafted a guy, and I'm in that video as for his highlights.
I could have gone pro if it wasn't for my ankles, he said.
No. So the Rams drafted this guy, and they posted the video on Twitter.
Yeah.
And I guess everybody that played football with me just started tagging me. And we're like, whoa, the Rams want me or something? Like they
Yeah,
want
what's going on?
They,
What's
they
going
need
on?
a center or they need a
They,
ball
they
boy or
need a
something.
practice squad guy.
Like I haven't
or
played
what's
in
up?
years. What's going on? And it's just people just trashing me like, oh, you could have done this. You guys like, oh, whatever. But no, look. So that was one guy. I think I've played against 3 players that are in the NFL right now. I've also played against Clay Matthews' nephew. We've played against Travion Williams. He's in the NFL right now. Plays for the Cincinnati Bengals. And like, it's because look. Also keep in mind, my senior year, we play 8 teams.
I wasn't there. I didn't
No,
play.
no. Do we play 8 teams though?
You guys played 18.
Is it
Oh,
in regular season?
first
8
two,
teams?
first two didn't count. Yeah, so 18.
So yeah, so regular season 8 teams. 5 of those teams were top 100 teams in the country. I mean, yeah, in the country or
in
state?
the state.
In the
In
state.
the state. But that was only because we were moving into a higher sector
we
of
weren't.
school. Did we not move
No,
up?
we did not move up.
They
We-
moved down?
No. We stayed the same.
Ha, that's funny.
We stayed the same.
That's where we got bigger.
So the one of the teams that we played. So we're in 5th Division 5.
5A,
Yeah, North Shore
6A.
6A.
Yeah.
So this team is
Where I
called.
went is 6A.
Huh?
The
Yeah,
high
you
school
were-
I went to is 6A.
But okay.
The
For
freshman,
freshman year. Okay, okay.
yeah, freshman.
So Manville 5A. They're in our schedule, our regular season schedule. They played North Shore preseason and they beat North Shore. That year, North Shore won state champion for 6A. So let's see. Were you there? Were you already in varsity when I almost paralyzed the guy?
Was this our sophomore year?
I think.
Yeah,
Or-
I was.
yeah.
I was already up there. Sadly,
Okay. Well, I got there too, but a little later because
man, I
small.
was there off the rip. As soon as freshman football ended, they're like, "You're going to varsity." I was like, "For real?" They're like, "Yeah." I was like,
It was supposed to be
That's
me.
just kind of lame.
It was supposed to be me, but I weighed 180.
And
I was supposed to go varsity, but I weighed 180 back then.
I don't get it. What's the...
I
He
was
was
too light.
He was
I
too
was too
small
light. I was way too
for his
small.
position.
Okay, so we're playing this team out in New Caney. Brand new stadium. So we usually run this play. It's called a counter, where everybody blocks to the left except for one guard, which pulls across and lead blocks for the guy, right? But the defense had read the play every single time. So the coaches did, you know what? They said, all right, this is what we're going to do. Everybody on the offensive line block to the right. Only one guy is going to counter the other way, and everybody else is going to go that way. So it was like a counter jet sweep power play.
Okay.
No, it was a reverse jet sweep counter power play. So
Okay.
we faked 3 different plays
Yeah.
and jet sweep the other way with one lead blocker.
With one.
Just one.
Just one guy.
Just one. So I had a double team and I left off to block someone else. It was a middle linebacker. He did not. So they thought it was the play that they have been reading. So he was expecting to go one way. So he was looking one way, turned the other way, and I was right there just waiting for his ass. So I was gonna. My thing is cut block right away. Cut block. So I cut block his ass. He flips in the air, lands on his neck, doesn't get up. Does not get up. The video's on YouTube actually. It's on YouTube.
Matter of fact, I do remember this now. Now that he's saying
Okay,
it.
so what happens is 70 yards. We get 70 yards on this play. Everybody's celebrating this and that, and I'm already downfield. I'm looking back like, oh damn, I hope he's okay. And my team's like, yeah, hell yeah, you almost killed him. I was like, I hope he's okay. Like
He's
he
fine.
didn't get up. They had the ambulance came onto the field.
Yeah, they put him on.
They put him on a stretcher, took his ass. Like I wish I was able to know his name so I could catch up with him. Like, hey,
It's I'm the guy that almost put you in a wheelchair.
like, hey, are you okay? Like, what if he is in a wheelchair? I don't know.
Honestly, yeah, you're right. What if he is?
Like, if
Damn.
I look, we're gonna put the clip up so y'all can see exactly what happens. Like, I put it up on my YouTube, and with the song "Hollow Moon" by A1 Nation.
This guy.
Dude, it's like dude. I'm gonna put it up. So you can see it. But no, yeah. All right, and I'm talking about fucking football, right? Um, was your first experience with a girlfriend? How'd that go? Like, you've had girlfriends, right?
Yeah.
First experience, how did that happen? Like, was it like middle school, elementary school?
Like first official
Yeah,
girlfriend?
yeah, or no, not official. Like your first ever like fling. Or,
Fling?
Yeah.
Man, I was solo in middle school. I mean, I always had like girlfriends, like girls that I talked to and such, but I was never really like you know how like people would walk the track holding hands and such.
yeah.
I never wanted to do any of that shit. I was like, man, I was
Dude,
like, I
did
want to
they
hang
have-
out with my friends. Like, yeah, I'll talk to girls like in classes or like in gym or something,
Yeah.
but I'm not gonna waste my whole lunch period walking 30 minutes holding a girl's hand. Like, I want to fucking eat something. I want to.
It's like, bro, so they got fucking
oh,
chicken tenders today.
I want
Fuck
to play soccer with my friends, you know. So I was never really down for any of
Did
that
y'all
shit.
ever have those couples that like, you know how you had your backpacks on and shit, were like full of shit? Did you ever have those people where like it's the guy walking behind his girlfriend, like hugging her from the back, but walking weird as fuck because there's a big ass backpack?
I want to say that I could probably,
waddling
if I
together shit.
think hard enough, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I could probably name like one or two, but yeah, that's exactly the stuff that I really wasn't into. Even to this day, like being all every single day or all about someone, you know, constantly is just something that doesn't really like work out for me.
Damn.
Like
Okay, great.
I'll get you. I guess I'll get your input right now, but I wanna like it's cool having someone to talk to, but that's something that I'll do like at the end of the day or something, you know, or something where I could like end off the night like on a phone call or something. Like there's
Damn.
people that like they're at
Getting
work,
deep.
they're at whatever their job is,
Yeah,
and then like as soon as they hear a thing, they reply to their significant other, you know.
and you don't do that.
I don't really think I have time for that.
Because if you're working, you're
Businessman.
working. Exactly.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if you're working,
yeah.
you're working.
Yeah, true.
Like it's cool having someone, but you know,
Yeah, I was like, I'm not gonna reply.
there's a time and place for that, you know.
So I reply to you when I got the chance, but if I don't, you're just gonna sit
Or
there.
that's also why you take people out, you know, on the weekends or for dinner from time to time. you know, some shit
Whatever
like that.
time works for your schedule
Yeah,
is
yeah.
literally what he's.
What about
going
you,
on.
producer?
What about me, producer?
Yeah.
I was not necessarily the guy behind his girlfriend holding the backpack per se.
Like a
no.
fucking douchebag.
It wasn't doing that. No, that is fucking disgusting. Public schools, at least our public school was filled with that. Maybe most public schools are. I don't know.
Okay, look, let me tell you.
Bro, I wonder if private schools had like always had that weird
No,
couple or
private
something.
schools were all boys schools and all girls schools.
That's
I was.
My first roommate, I don't know if he's gonna see this. If you do, shouts out to you. He went to all boys Catholic school. So the thing is, he said that their school was known for all the boys kissing each other. That's what his school
it's
was
that
known for.
Padre talking to him in their ear, bro. It's that Padre telling them things.
Nah, so all right. So for me, I'd always talk to this girl. You probably remember this. I had this girl for like a history class. It was in 8th grade. I don't know what history class that was, but I'd always talk to her, right?
That was your first fling?
Yeah. So I started talking to her, and like I guess things got serious or whatever. And then I asked her to be my girlfriend. The next day after I asked her to be my girlfriend, she said yes. I didn't talk to her in person ever again. Ever again.
Damn.
Ever. And like I had her for class, like she sat right in front of me. I just wouldn't talk to her. What, like, asked her to be my girlfriend, just didn't talk to her.
Because he went from this is a girl that I like talking to this is my girlfriend. I can only talk to her on these certain time points, basically.
No, but I didn't ever.
Why?
Ever.
What do you mean?
Ever at all, ever.
You're like, damn, there's too much commitment that I really do that.
Yeah, dude. I was
Existential
like,
crisis at the age of like
yes,
12.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ah man, just like I told you, like middle school wise, it's just I didn't really like all that, like walking the track, you know, being, because I mean I get like a lot of people had obviously like a boyfriend or girlfriend in middle school, but if you think back about it, I've never really seen anybody that still like did their own thing, like they were always together.
That's all they knew.
And imagine going to school 5 days a week, you see this person every single day. Like I would say I don't really know any middle school relationship that
Middle
that
school
lasted, right? But
middle school, no, not that I know.
but if I
Well,
were to put
once-
myself in
yeah,
that position,
they have a kid now.
Yeah, they have a yeah.
But that's like the only middle school.
that's like the dream. That's like the dream.
Dude,
and I wouldn't even say it's a dream because there was a lot of rough patches throughout their
Yeah,
relationship.
if you really think about it, they've been together since 6th, 7th grade.
I don't know exactly, but middle school. They've been
Dude,
together
keep
since
in
middle
mind,
school.
6th, 7th grade for us. That was like 10 years ago. 11. No, yeah, 11 years ago.
Yeah.
That's how long I've known you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
11 years.
Jesus, man. No, look.
Like I get it from like high school going up. You know, at least you're a little
That-
bit older.
You can.
But
that makes
seeing
more
someone
sense.
every single day and spending like every free time that you have with them, like in
Yeah.
school,
Dude,
I feel
let
that's a good way to get tired of
So
someone.
let me tell you
It
something.
really is.
My friends were assholes. Not him and like our group of friends today, right? My friends in 7th grade were fucking assholes. So, there was this one guy that had a girlfriend, right? All my friends told this guy that I was grabbing her tits in class. So one day after lunch, I don't know if you saw this. I don't
What
think
grade
you saw
was
it.
this?
7th grade.
Oh,
7th grade.
I-
They told this guy, we're 13 years old. They told this 13-year-old that another 13-year-old was touching his 13-year-old
Bro, I
girlfriend's
bet you
13-year-old titty.
He probably wasn't even
What?
doing that.
Dude,
Yeah.
So it's like,
Hey,
how
bro,
is someone
how
else
you
gonna be
doing
doing
that?
that?
bro, dude, I'm fucking. Well,
He probably took
then,
it more like, damn, like she let him do that and not me.
I don't know. I
Bro,
don't
that's
know.
realistic. That's not even believable.
But look, all right. So after
No,
lunch,
I knew some kids in middle school who were having sex.
Yeah, yeah.
But this isn't
There
one of those
was
guys.
that off couple, yeah.
dude. So one day after lunch, everybody walks out, right? Everybody's walking in one direction because that's where all the classes are at after exiting the cafeteria. So this guy's coming at me. I'm like, yo, what's up? How you doing? Well, I didn't say that. I was like, yo, what's up, right? He came up to me, grabbed me by the neck, put me against the wall. Why you grabbing my girl's tits? I'm like, what? But I'm scared. I'm like, what?
He was too stunned to speak.
I was like, what? And then that's when RJ grabbed him by the neck. Leave his ass alone. And I just, all right, thanks, dog. I gotta go to class. Just walk. I think they started fighting right after. I just walked away. I was like, all right, man, thanks. Just walked away. But no. All right, time to get into something crazy. Before we even when we started talking about starting a podcast, remember the story that I wanted to talk to you about? Okay. You
said
don't know this.
He was like, I have something so crazy to say. He was like, who do I?
he was like, no, you don't.
He was like, who do I even tell though?
Yeah, I think that's-
he was
Dude,
like,
alright,
we should
alright,
start a
alright,
podcast. I was like, that's where I could say
Look.
it.
freshman year.
Okay.
You know how it's an integration of different middle schools coming together for freshman year, right?
Yeah.
Everybody's like, oh, that girl pretty. She's cute. This and that, right?
There's different turfs coming together.
Yes, yes. So, I was like, oh, that girl's pretty. I should probably start talking to her.
Right.
So I did. I
Okay.
did. After a few weeks of talking to this girl, my mom comes up to me. She's like, in Spanish, but I'm saying in English. Are you messing around with girls now? I'm like, nah, not really. I'm not gonna tell my mom that.
So, Mom, I'm getting pussy, bro.
nah. So she was like, you better not be messing with them girls, them nasty ass girls. I'm like, what? Like,
Ew,
I'm
cutie.
not.
Wait,
Nah,
when
but-
was this though?
freshman year. So I
freshman,
was 14,
14.
and
Peak hormones, you know.
So I was like, why would my mom say that? Like,
He's starting to get a little peach fuzz, you know.
yeah. And then so I keep talking to this girl, and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I'm still thinking of like this.
You're trying to process like, what does she
Yeah,
mean by
yeah.
that?
And then after a while, my mom tells me again. She's like, I know you're talking to a girl. I'm like, how do you know this? And she was like, it doesn't matter how I know,
Just know I know.
but stop talking to that girl right now. I'm like, what? Like, I was like, all right, whatever. I didn't stop talking to the girl, and my mom, like,
He said, I'm gonna do me.
I'm gonna
like
do
a
me.
week
One thing
later,
about me, I'm gonna do me.
dude, a week later, my mom comes up to me again. I told you to stop talking to that girl. I was like, why?
She's your cousin.
No. She said, because that girl has AIDS. I'm like, huh? Like, we're 14. Like, how the fuck does this girl have AIDS?
You
And
never.
like, dude, I was so scared. I ghosted this girl. Dude, imagine being 14 years old and your mom tells you that a girl you're talking to has AIDS. And then the thing is, like, I'm processing all this shit. I'm like, how the fuck how would my mom know that? I'm like, but the thing is, like, I'm trying to find a way to find out if what she said, my mom's saying, is true or not. Right?
Okay.
I'm like, there's no way. How the fuck my mom knows this? And then I didn't realize until like after a month, I went to my sister's elementary school, to pick her up, right? And there's this girl that's in our grade that is in this other girl's the one I was talking to. That's in her like group of people that she hangs out with.
Okay.
The thing is that her mom is really close to my mom, and I'm like, did this bitch tell my mom that this other bitch has AIDS? I'm like, there's one or two things here. Either she does have AIDS or that girl
Is lying.
is lying, got jealous, lied to her mom and to tell my mom that this girl has AIDS. So to this day, I don't know if this girl has AIDS. All right.
You never talked to her again after you ghosted her?
Why would I? Like I thought as a kid.
He thought he could get it through the phone.
You didn't give her any closure? Like she never asked you? Like
we're in the same proximity. I'm not gonna ask.
And then wait, you went through a whole nother.
Imagine how disrespect. Like, all right. So if I go up to her today, and be like, hey, sorry about this.
No.
Like,
I understand that part, but I'm saying like she after when you ghosted her, she wasn't like what
She didn't
happened
ask
or
you
why haven't
anything?
you talked to me or
So she just accepted the fact that you
she was
ghosted
like he worried about his peace. I'll let him be. That's
Hey,
really
hey, respect, respect.
That's really what he was. He was.
But imagine, man, being fucking. But the thing is, I don't know. So, I don't know if my mom's lying to me, or if that girl lied to my mom.
That's probably something you
Or
could
if that girl
ask.
actually has
That's
AIDS.
probably something you could ask her now. Your mom.
That's something you
My
should.
mom probably don't even remember anymore, dude. That's
something you
fucking
should have figured
long
out.
she
ago.
probably
Wow,
set you
you
up
were
for
in the process.
sabotage.
She was like, "What? Why would I say that?"
Why would I say that?
Shit,
Yeah.
I never said that.
She,
Me.
my mom would probably say that fucking shit. Oh my god.
But why didn't you ever try to figure out that mystery in high school? Did we go through another 4 years like of high school together with her?
Yes. Yeah, we went through all
I'm
of high
fucking
school.
kidding.
Huh?
Did she date anyone else?
Yes.
Oh my god!
And the
Bro,
row.
too.
And
Oh
the-
my
and the-
god!
and this whole
Hold
time
on,
he
hold
was
on,
like,
hold on.
man, if he knows what I know.
Dude, you didn't know that, huh? I never told this to
No,
anybody.
bro.
I'm not.
See this could have been very helpful information for someone that we know.
He said, "We
No,
gonna."
the thing is.
Hey, or were you like, you know what? I think I'll let him talk. So if something
If
happens,
he gets-
if something happens to him, that's
if
the
it
truth
was in the
right
friend
there.
group, I would let y'all know.
Okay, that makes sense.
Cause I don't even think y'all knew I was talking to that girl.
So it was never it never got that close.
No. So,
Okay.
So if it was like, y'all don't, y'all good. Yeah, I don't think.
I'm
y'all-
still curious. You have to tell me off stream who this girl was.
I'll tell you.
Very, very curious. Very
Yeah.
curious.
All right. So the last topic that I have, and then from there, y'all could take it on from there, cause I've been talking too much. The first time I ever got taken to a club. This time I'm gonna bleep off all the names I say from here, cause I don't want any of these people getting in trouble.
It's all confidential.
Okay, so I had just turned 19. It was the Easter, the spring break weekend. The first spring break weekend.
You mean the-
Because you know how there's a weekend before spring break starts where like you can start spring break.
Oh, okay.
So that's Saturday.
Not the actual off week.
Yeah.
That Saturday. Like, hey, we're gonna go to this club. Do you want to go? I was like, sure. It's gonna be my first time. Let's go.
19, graduated already.
I had just came back from A&M.
You were over there your freshman year.
Yeah, so I came to visit for spring break, and we went to the club. Right, everything
Oh,
was
you
cool.
had just turned 19.
Yeah,
too.
just turned 19. So we went, and we got in. I saw a few friends. I stayed at their section, and then my cousins.
What area was this at?
Alpha 59, where all the art is at on the wall,
Okay.
close to Toot Suite. Right.
Close to what?
Toot Suite. Is it close to Toot? I think it's close to Toot Suite.
Twin Peaks.
No,
Toot Tweet.
Toot Suite.
Too sweet.
Toot Suite.
I've never heard of that place.
Oh.
So it's off of that.
But I kind of I don't know what
So-
you're talking about. No.
We we got in. I started hanging out with the people I knew, and they just went right. I guess to go try to find girls, and after a while, like I'm trying to find them. I don't see them. I was like, whatever. They'll probably call me when they need me. So I'm still drinking. Keep in mind, when I started seeing them, they were across the bar across the club where the restroom was at, and I was on the other side, completely other side. So I'm drinking.
Saturday night, this place is jam packed.
Jam-packed,
Barely
jam-packed.
walking through.
Jam packed. So, like, I hear a commotion, like, across the club, and I turn around, and I was getting dragged out the restroom, and by three people. He's getting jumped on the ground. I'm like, what's going on over there? And then comes out the restroom and just, bink, knocks out two guys like that. And then he kicks some guy that's jumping, that's on top of them, jumping them, kicks him a few times. And I'm like, this is my first time ever at a club, and like y'all getting jumped. Like, so as soon as I get there, like all of them already scared. They're leaving, cause like 2 of them got knocked out by one guy.
Yeah.
And the other guy's just on the ground. My other cousin on the ground, and I'm across the fucking club. So I walk over there.
Got there $1 short and a day late.
Yeah.
You could have been part of that action, bro.
I got there. I'm like, yo, y'all good? Mad as fuck, trying to fight, even though he was getting up from the ground. Ripped polo shirt. Just quiet.
Goes back to being quiet.
You know how he is.
like he just did his thing, but then he goes back to him.
Like nothing happened. So, all right, here's where it gets even crazier. Not the part where he got jumped, right? He's with some girl, and then me and we're going to his car because we're leaving, right? We get to the parking lot where his car's at. 2 girls are fighting each other next to his car. Turns out they're both pregnant, fighting each other.
Love to see it.
That's not even the worst part. All right. They start fighting each other, and then one of the pregnant girl's friends gets in her car, drives at both of them, runs both of them over. And I'm like, oh man, I just want to go home. I don't want to go out.
He said, "This is my last time going out."
First and last time ever going to the club.
So all right, they get ran over. One of the girls gets into his car, thinking it's her car. Puts blood all over. I have videos. I can show you after.
I've seen.
So, I was like, hey, can you get out the car? It's not your car. We're about to go. And they're like, no, you gotta take me home. Like, no, we're not taking you home. Get out of here. So she goes over there. The firefighters.
The fucking
get the
entitlement.
Everybody gets there. So I drive to my house because that boy's chopped and fucking all bruised up. Probably has a concussion. I drive him to my house. We start looking at the car like, damn, there's no shit. Like, I was surprised we didn't get stopped with all this blood on the car, right? So we're looking at the car, like recording it, and in the spoiler behind, like between the spoiler and the trunk, there's some keys right there. Not ours. We don't know whose it is. And I told him, I was like, hey, just I don't know how it works, but just put like go to the post office and throw in the little envelope thing, throw in there, maybe it'll get to them. I don't know what happened, but look. Ever since
I don't think that's how it works with keys.
That only works with your ID.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if he did it or not. So, ever since from 19 to 21, I didn't go out to any clubs or bars.
Yeah, no,
I wouldn't either.
I was about to ask.
Yeah, I wouldn't
From
either.
19
Did
to
you get
21.
scared straight? And I was like,
Yes.
actually, now that I think about it,
Yes.
yeah, he did.
Remember when I would always invite me, and I would say like,
you
nah,
may-
how about we just go here
you
during
may-
the day?
You
That-
missed
when
out.
the sun's out.
And that's where
when,
we all
when
became
people
day
are
drinkers.
sensible.
No, we have a group chat called Day Drinkers because of me. Because they would always go out at night, and I was like, hey, nah, everywhere at night gets ghetto. How about we just go during the day? Like,
You see how like these past couple of times that we gone out this year, and when someone goes to the restroom, why it's always like, oh, go with them.
yeah,
Why I like to keep in pairs, or if we can, we try to keep the whole group together
right.
because of shit like that.
But I think they went in pairs to the restroom.
Yeah, no, but I'm
I think-
saying, what I'm saying is, if it was y'all three and y'all three were guys, like it's cool. Like say I was with them, right?
Right.
It was them two and then me.
Yeah.
If I knew that there was friends there, I would go told them, hey, what's up, this and that, blah blah. I would have made chit chat, and then one or two things I would have been like, oh, I'm chilling over here, come over here, or vice versa for girls, you know. But I wouldn't have left the group that we're in, you know.
Took care of it.
Because but you're so you're always
He's
better
just
off
saying
in
in
numbers.
general, he doesn't leave.
Dude, if you ever see him, you wouldn't expect that from him at all. Because he's real quiet. He doesn't really, like, move much. Like, real quiet. But
Sometimes you gotta poke him to make sure he's still
He's
even
still
breathing
there?
and shit, yeah.
yeah, like,
He's
you
the
awake,
type-
bro?
He's the type to lean up against the wall, like arms crossed, like have a beer,
And go to
just take a
sleep.
sip, and go back.
Yeah, but no. So talk about traumatizing events for me. My mom telling me a girl had AIDS, going to the club for the first time, and my cousin getting jumped. And the pregnant girl's getting ran over. So that's why I didn't go out. And y'all were like, why don't you want to go out? I was like, nah, because it's ghetto.
It's ghetto.
Nah, because I seen 2 pregnant bitches get ran over. That's what happened. All right. Well, that's it for me. I don't know if y'all got anything to say. Like,
Nah, man,
you didn't get any topics
No, I mean we all had our input.
We all had input.
yeah,
on
this
my
one.
story, so it's only me talking and y'all talking
Yeah,
about
no,
mine.
Well, I
next
mean, yeah.
episode, I could. I
We
can
could-
go off.
I
could go-
have more stories.
I could go off and tell y'all what
Like I could tell y'all the story about when they found out the first time I shit myself wasn't the first time I shit
You
myself.
know what? Let's not get into that story right now.
You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what he's
'Cause
talking about.
I remembered it backwards. Like, so we got zooted as fuck, and we remembered the story. Well, I remember the story backwards. Like, I was like, yeah, this happened. I was like, wait, I also shit myself. And they were like, what? But yeah. All right, we'll save that for next time. What time? How much time we're at?
We're at 106.
Damn, we got an hour-long podcast.
Yeah, fucking talking about football plays and shit.
Football.
True. I'll
and-
cut that out.
and then
We can edit that
Yeah, I'll cut
stuff
some of that
down.
stuff.
Talking about I could have gone pro for sure.
Not talking pro.
Oh my god. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we good. All right. Thank you guys for watching.
Yeah, hope you guys stuck around this far.
This stuff is pretty good. It got hot already for me, so I'm not drinking it no more.
I finished it. So, one thing that we didn't mention, so the size of it is 500 milliliters.
half a liter.
Yeah, half a liter, and it's equivalent to like 6 ounces of wine.
Of wine.
I have a. You know what?
in
Yeah, I'm
that.
about to write something down right here about something about a liter. You
Yeah.
know, once I said. All right. Thank you guys for watching. We'll catch y'all next week.
Yeah.
Peace.